The following has been paid for by the Penn's World Order. All right, everyone. It is time for your hack predictions for AEW All in Texas this year. That's right. You got to say it. It's All in Texas. It's like a pimp called Slickback. You say the whole thing. So, looks like I'm doing an AEW predictions video, everyone. Looks like we're doing this again as the Double or Nothing predictions and the Hacks Guide went well as well. Lots of wrestling this weekend, everyone. Lots of wrestling. There's NXT Great American Bash. There's ROH Super Card of Honor going on this weekend. Saturday night's main event. And AEW All In Texas. It is sure. Okay, taking place this weekend, and I don't know. I feel like there's something else going on this weekend, that there's another event. Something else that's a natural progression of nature going on this weekend. I can't help but feel that there is something else that I'm missing. Something that's a mystery that's going on this weekend. Anywho, AEW All In is taking place in Texas this year. They're at Globe Life Field, the big silo drome where the Texas Rangers play. Is that why I'm wearing a Houston Astros baseball? That's exactly why I'm doing this, because I don't care. 8 matches are on the board on Tony Khan's House of Hams. Is taking place this weekend at a 3 o'clock start local time. Tony, 3 p.m. on a Saturday? What? Do you have dinner reservations or something? Why? 3? That's morning for wrestling marks. Most of them don't get up before the crack of noon. What's wrong with you, son? So we got 8 matches to go through here. Should be an interesting time. Let's get into it. Again, I don't know too much about AEW. I'm just going off of instinct and spite. So let's get right into it. So let's see, non-title matches. All right, let's just get right into it. First up, it is for the AEW TNT Championship. It's Adam Cole, Babu, taking on Kyle Fletcher. Now, was I the only one who at first thought that was actually Kyle O'Reilly that he was taking on? Because I had this whole preamble that it's an undisputed era going against each other. Did everybody remember cool Kyle O'Reilly? But no, that's not who it is. Should Adam Cole lose this title? Probably not. It's good to see him get back on his feet after destroying one of his feet about over a year ago. But I don't know too much about these two. Should be a decent match, and despite everything I said earlier, this whole entire card looks really, really solid. So I am going to take screw it. Give me an Adam Cole, Babu, to defeat Kyle Fletcher. Like I said, this is taking place in Texas, where the Texas Rangers play. Should be a big audience. We all know Unky Dave's going to play up the attendance angle, and wrestling marks are going to fight each other all weekend long. God, I hate this fandom sometimes. Anyway, up next is, let's see here. Let's go with the women's Casino Gauntlet Battle Royale. Winner gets a future women's title match. So far, only Chris Statlander and Megan Bayne are the official entrances. Oh, goody. It's going to be one of those who's coming down the ramp next there, Johnny type match. Willow Nightingale could be fun. Is Hikaru Shida doing anything? Somebody help me out here. And do we have anyone? Anyone? Athena? Her? formerly known as Ember Moon in WWE. Considering how the main event could go, I like that idea. It is delicious. But Willow Nightingale could work out as well. I do not have a clue who's going to win this. I really don't know. Jamie Hayter could win this too. I have no clue, and I'm not going to pretend that I know. Give me Athena for the memes and the chaos and all this. I'm sorry, I wish I knew more. Anyway, next. Up next, let's go to the men's Casino Battle Royale. So far, the only announced participants are Mark Briscoe, MJF, gotta look down here, Bandito, Brody King, Mystico, and Ricochet are announced. More will be on the way. Bandito, nope, let's toss him out. Mystico, nope. Ricochet? Think about that. Brody King, I wonder what t-shirt he's going to wear this time. Mark Briscoe, for the sentimental reasons and the amazing promo that was cut on Dynamite last night, I do like the possibility of Mark Briscoe winning. He's getting a bit of a meh push in AEW right now. But then we have our evil Lord and Savior, MJF. Man, I really want to see him win this. I want to see MJF win this. Get that mean streak going again. He showed glimmers of it on that promo against Mark Briscoe. And can we please get MJF out of the Hurt Syndicate? The Timo version of Sami Zayn and the Bloodline. Can we just stop pretending that we care about MJF and the Hurt Business? He doesn't need them. They don't need... I'm getting distracted. But there is one other participant. Maybe a rando Nigel McGuinness shows up. But you know who I want to see show up? No, not Darby Allin. Well, he probably will. But, I think we need a Mad King to return. I know I said it at Double or Nothing. We need Eddie Kingston back. Get Eddie back. The Mad King. Mr. 704. Mr. New York. This would be so great for him. I'd love to see him win this. And have him go on to challenge somewhere down the line. Eddie Kingston in a major title feud? Yes. But realistically, who gets it? I'm going to go for, honestly, despite everything I said with Eddie Kingston, either Mark Briscoe or Ricochet wins this. Because Ricochet just makes a lot of sense. You want to give your new toy a big push? There you go. And he'll do great stuff. Mark Briscoe, for the sentimental reasons, could really work. But I'll take either one of those two. Should be a lot of fun. Next. Up next, for the three-way for the AEW World Tag Team Champions. The champions, the Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, take on Jet Speed of Evan Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, taking on the Patriarchy, Christian Cage and Nick Wayne. Ha ha ho! Nelly! Is this going to be a fun match between all these three? Give them 15 minutes and they'll be fine. This one feels the most predictable out of everything on the card. I think the Hurt Syndicate keeps the belts in this. In my opinion, there's no reason to take the belts off of them. You could do the Patriarchy, give Christian Cage a title that ensures more Christian Cage promos, which is the best kind of Christian Cage, and to where we eventually get the Cope Cage feud that we've been promised for the past year and a half. But other than that, I think this is a Hurt Syndicate wins. And no offense to the Hurt Syndicate, I think this is a bathroom break match. Depending on who opens up, if this is second on the card, people are up and out of their seats to the bathroom. I don't make the rules. I'm just saying. Give me the Hurt Syndicate. Next. Up next, we will go to Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay taking on the Young Bucks consisting of Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. If the Young Bucks lose, they must lose their executive vice president titles, whether real or caricature is unknown. If Ospreay and Strickland lose, they cannot challenge for the world championship for 1 year. This, my friends, this stuff right here, this is easy. Easy. Okay, it's 50-50, but to me this seems easy. And this could be match of the night right here. All 4 men in this ring have the ability to go out there and have the best match of the goddamn night. These 4 guys just going to go out there. But the stipulation should say the Young Bucks should lose. And there's a lot of fun storyline to be had in that. The Young Bucks lose. They lose their executive vice president titles. And you see them go mad as we're losing our powers. Like watching an 80s cartoon television villain just melting. No, I've lost my powers. Could very well happen with them. But Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay not being able to challenge for 1 year, and because of that, we get Swerve and Ospreay in a year-long feud. By the way, where's All In taking place next year? Oh, they're going back to Wembley Stadium next year, aren't they? Where's Will Ospreay from? Oh, look. He's from the UK. They don't have a date set up. So if you go by 1 calendar year and you book at Wembley later in the year, because last year when they did All In London, England, that was at the end of August. That's 13 months if they do this again. They won't do the end of July because they won't go up against SummerSlam. I've talked myself into it. Give me the Young Bucks. The Young Bucks win. We get a Swerve Will Ospreay on and off feud for the next year because they're mad at each other because they can not challenge. Feud of the year in AEW or feud of the second half of the year could be. Gad, how do I do it? I don't know. Next. Up next is Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega in a winner-take-all match to unify the Continental Championship and the International Championship into the inaugural AEW United Championship. Cool. AEW's got too many belts. We don't need 2 mid-card belts, this unified title, even though that sounds like what the world title should be. This will be a nice upper mid-card belt for people to have fun with. We'll just retire the Continental Championship. We'll retire the International belt. Wait, what? Hold on. I'm getting some breaking news here. Tony Khan says the lineage of the 2 belts will still be acknowledged. Okay. And the Continental Championship will still take place when they do the Continental Challenge at the end of November? Tony! Don't you know what unification means? If you're unifying the 2 belts, it means you get rid of them. It don't mean you still use them. What are we doing? Okay, despite my paranoid ramblings of a paranoid hack. Okay, these 2 can absolutely go out there and tear down the frickin' house. And all the sweaty neckbeards out there are going to absolutely go, oh, Omega and Okada again. We're getting Omega and Okada. Well, I watched them on New Japan, and I love their New Japan rivalry. All the neckbeards and sweaty mocks will love it. You know who you are. I know who you are. And more importantly, you know who you are. All that being said, I've been unimpressed with what Kazuchika Okada's done in AEW. Well, he had a good match at Double or Nothing. Yeah. So why am I supposed to care about that guy when his most often used word has been bitch? Why should I care about this guy? Kenny Omega has done amazing work. Absolutely amazing work in AEW. He has. I recognize it. My eyes are not blinded by pride, unlike the IWC. Kenny Omega is great. And I'm going to take Kenny Omega in this match. I'm sure these guys are going to have an amazing 30-minute match that Dave Meltzer's going to faint over. But, Tony, unification means you unify the two belts and... I'm getting worked up all day. All right, let's go on to the next match before I have a stroke. Next! Up next is Timeless Toni Storm taking on Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's Championship. Oh, boy. Boy, was I so excited to see these two go after each other. And, well, it's been a bit underwhelming. Because I keep hearing things about Mercedes Moné. Oh, well, she doesn't have creative control. She just likes to give suggestions. She is very involved in her storylines. She just gives ideas. Okay, then how come throughout this entire build she's barely taken any bumps and every single time she's came out on top? Like she's barely gotten any retribution throughout this feud? All these things I keep hearing about Mercedes Moné. And why does she have 7 titles? Why? Oh, well, she's the CEO. Oh, Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné is what Sasha Banks wishes she could have been. God. This... Sorry. ADHD mind. Anyway. It's also rather convenient that before Dynamite on Wednesday night, Crunchyroll just rolled out their apparel line that's also in collaboration with Mercedes Moné, who is a lifelong anime fan. We know that. But wouldn't you know it, same time that Dynamite happened last night, they rolled out her own anime apparel line on Crunchyroll. What are the odds? Better than you think. I want Toni Storm to win. But everything screams Mercedes Moné wins this. She gets the belt. Because of course she does. She looks strong. Banishes Timeless Toni Storm. And then maybe starts in a feud with whoever won the women's gauntlet. Only for Toni Storm, darling, to come back and get her revenge. Who's been watching a lot of Alfred Hitchcock to get inspiration, darling. It's kind of sad that the only epic feud we got between these two was the go-home show. When you know these two women are capable of doing great promos. It's just a lot of things I hear about Moné. Who is she built up? Who has she made better? Toni Storm has made other women better. Jamie Hayter, Mariah May, and others who took on Toni Storm were made better through it. Chris Statlander to a certain extent. Moné has crushed everyone that she has faced. And unfortunately, I think Toni Storm's going to be another one. Mercedes Moné. She gets the belt. She gets it all. And in the words of Queen, she wants it all. And she'll get it all. Next, lastly, it's main event o'clock, everyone. As for the AEW World Championship, it is your champion, Jon Moxley, taking on Adam Hangman Page in a Texas death match. Now, what is a Texas death match, you say? It is a variant of the Last Man Standing match, according to Wrestling Wiki. The Texas death match, aka the Mexican death match or Armageddon rules match, in which a wrestler must be pinned to a 3 count or submit before the referee can do a 10 count. So variations of this can be a Last Man Standing where you have to just do a straight 10 count, but this is a pin plus a 10 count. And so, Hangman, this has been a half decent build. I do like how he put the Texas Death Match on, and then Buckshot lariated Marina Shafir. Oh boy, did the IWC have fun with that. And they've kept them nice and apart. They've kept Hangman and Mox nicely apart as we've gotten into this. And this is a bit of a 50-50 because everything says Hangman should win. And as he should. But what if Mox does win? And just plunges AEW into more darkness? And some of you say, well, if he loses here, then where does he drop it? Well, we're going to All Out in Canada next month or in September. So there's that. Or no, they wouldn't do it at Forbidden Door. Anyway, but Hangman wins this, and who does he battle? Who does he go on to face after this? Because also, if it's true, from what I said earlier, Swerve loses, but also who wins the gauntlet? Comes in and cashes in and makes it a three-way dance. Could be interesting, could be fun. But you know what? Let's go with Oric Calcum's razor in this. The most simplest answer is the correct one. Hangman Page. And ends the Death Riders, ends the underwhelming Jon Moxley run, and just ends it. He has the belt. And if my prediction is wrong about Strickland and Will Ospreay, you have a Swerve Strickland who will want his belt back. Right there for you. So it makes too much sense. Give me Adam Hangman Page. We're going to have run-ins. They're going to do their own version of WrestleMania 40 roller coaster ending. And I love roller coasters. And we will see where this goes. And I bet my phone will blow up proverbially all Saturday afternoon long. So that is it for your hack predictions for AEW All In 2025 deep in the heart of Texas. So I will be back on Tuesday-ish for my hacks guide to AEW All In 2025. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the wrestling. Hydrate or dihydrate there, Marks, there in Texas. We'll catch you next time.